Good morning, meteorologist Bob here for you with today's tropical update for Friday, July 15th, 2011. Tropics remain quiet today, typical for the middle of July. Two areas we're watching this morning, the same areas we were watching yesterday. One area I pointed out yesterday morning was this area in the southwestern Caribbean here. So looked like a weak area of low pressure developing right off the Colombian coast here. It did shift westward, now moving into Central America. You see a nice little spin here. If this had some time to sit over the water for another 24, 48 hours, you'd probably get a tropical depression or tropical storm out of this. But it's going to move inland. Most of the operational models do have this developing in the East Pac side here, so we'll probably see a Pacific system out of this as it moves westward. So nothing on the Atlantic side as that's moving inland right now. We'll continue to watch the monsoonal trough here for any kind of development along this for the next week. Still a favorable area down here in the Caribbean. The other area we're going to be watching, which I've been harping on, you've heard other meteorologists harping on this too, is this frontal system that has now stalled across the southeast here. You know, again, the model's not too excited about this, but we've seen that all before where they're not too excited about development, especially in a situation like this. Still, if we want to watch the area through the weekend and early next week, we're going to want to watch this area east of Florida for any type of development where there's going to be lighter shear here down. It has to get farther south. The shear is going to be way too high and across the frontal boundary up to the north of this. So this is the area we're going to want to focus on if we do see low pressure develop. I'm not looking at a big hurricane developing at us, nothing huge. Maybe a weak system. Who knows? Could we get a tropical depression out of this? Very possible, but again, this will be the area to watch for. This area across Alabama this morning, this is a upper level system right in here, and this is enhancing some of the shower activity across the Panhandle and Alabama. This is an upper level system here. Looking at the radar across the south this morning, you could see here's our frontal boundary right in here. You see a lot of heavy rainfall across the southeast Georgia coast this morning. Here's our upper level system here. You can see it kind of spinning here across Alabama, and this is going to again enhance rainfall across the western and central Panhandle, and then across Alabama and Georgia here today. A lot of rainfall is going to be spreading across the entire south and southeast through the weekend, so a pretty big washout here. If you have any outdoor plans, looks like it's going to be you're going to be dodging the rainfall here a lot. Again, if we do see development, it's going to be somewhere down in this area here. Looking at the bigger picture here across the United States, so water vapor loops. So again, frontal system draped here. We do have, I could even put the fronts down on here. So here we go. Here's our frontal system right here. Big heat high right here in the central United States. Eventually, this is going to try to move eastward towards the end of next week possibly and spread that extreme heat into the eastern United States and into the northeast. That's a possibility. Right now, it's just going to stay right here and slowly move eastward. Actually, nice drier conditions across the northeast currently, so enjoy that nice weather while you can. And then here's our frontal system right there. And you can see our weak little upper level low here over Alabama currently. So as far as the models go, again, not showing too much in the way of development right now. We do see, this is the GFS model again for Monday morning, and you can see kind of a weak area of low pressure trying to develop here off the Florida coast. You can see our heat high starting to build towards the east here. And this is going to allow a lot more heat to kind of try to spread into the eastern United States here. Good news for Texas is that when this high moves east, a little bit of a nice easterly return flow here across Texas early in the week. Yeah, maybe continuing to get a little more rainfall here, especially across eastern Texas here. It's a start for Texas. Not a drought buster, but at least we're getting it going here. The NAM model here again, trying to form a little area of low pressure off the Florida coast here. So again, model's not showing anything crazy, but sometimes the models miss this kind of stuff. So we'll have to see here. You know, again, just gonna watch to see if anything tries to get going. And the DIGEX model again, this is for for early Tuesday morning, again showing a weak area of low pressure off the Florida coast here. So that's the area we're going to be watching through the weekend. Again, not looking for big development, just might ruin your vacation plans along the Florida or the southeast coast here if it does develop and spreading more rainfall there across the state. As far as shear goes, what we see here, definitely if something does want to form, shear is going to be pretty favorable here near the Bahamas and off the Florida coast. So definitely a favorable area there for weak shear. Again, shear looks great here in the southwestern Caribbean. Something, again, at any moment could spin off this monsoonal trough and develop. Big tut feature right in here, laying right into the Caribbean here. So we're going to see high shear here along the eastern end of this tut feature. Any of these waves that will move into this area will be getting sheared apart. Again, we're not looking out here just yet. I really expect things to really get going by the beginning to the middle of August, and we could really have a very active time of it. So, no, this is normal right now. Don't let your guard down thinking nothing's going to happen this tropical season. Really expect it to really get going, so please don't let your guard down. And as far as, again, precip, this is through the weekend here, and you can see upwards of, this is the computer models spitting out this rainfall, and you can see across the southeast Gulf Coast here, 2, 3, 4 inches of rainfall here. So again, any kind of plans along the Gulf Coast here this weekend, a lot of rain. Look at that, southeastern Texas. Yep, you're getting a little rainfall here today and tomorrow. It's better than nothing, right? Hopefully you guys can get a little more in the next week. Well, that's it for my tropical update today. If anything does develop over the weekend, I will have another update for you guys. If not, I should have my next update then on Monday. Have a good day.